Okay, so check what crates you've got. 200 wood. So the explorer can go straight to the middle of the map once you've got your vills set up on the crates. So yeah, all for food to begin with. That guy on wood doesn't need to. Okay, now get a vill queued as soon as you possibly can.
Bonjour.
Cool, and now take the vills off the food crates and put them on
his whatever the hell that is. Savistar. Can we rehost?
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong, but he clearly needs to rehost.
Okay. Fair. Oh, caster UI.
Caster UI.
That's what he's trying to say.
So he needs to uninstall that. We're plagued by this issue. But thankfully, we do have a really nice caster UI.
The game is just so backwards. Free for all. Teal. You can't even do co-op. Like, what? What the hell?
Chill out, dude.
Easy win. Yep. I'm too pro. Are the maps round?
Yes, they are.
Most of the time. Some of them have like rectangular sides.
There are square maps, but most of them are round.
Okay.
Alright then, so the first thing, crates, before you do anything else.
Je le ferai. Bonjour. Oui, correct. Très bien.
And those two can go straight to food.
Je le ferai bien. Chasseur.
That's it.
Votre ordre?
So he goes to the middle of the map.
Well, I can't build a thing.
Oh, right, yeah. So that's ideal. Vill and queue. And then switch the other vills off the crates, because they're going to bumble around into each other. On wood, because you're going to need...
Oh, yeah. Make a house. Gotcha.
Well, actually, yeah, because there's no coin.
Ooh, that's good.
Is that 95 wood?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't need to gather any wood. You can just...
Go to food.
Go straight to food.
Well,
actually, you can definitely get a market now, because that extra wood is going to be really valuable. So, yeah, keep... So, get real close, otherwise the ranged attack's going to bone you. And then you get into melee mode against him. That's good. And then you can shift-click the treasure as well, so when he finishes killing it, it'll pick the treasure up, which could save your ass one day when your opponent tries to steal your thing. So you're also going to need 50 coin, and there might be those coin treasures nearby, remember those, so... No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so it's probably not worth sending villagers back.
Is he still doing range damage?
No, he's doing his melee damage. He just has the same animation.
He still did a lot of damage.
Okay, so let's just leave the vills on food, because it's going to take ages to get hunting dogs, so don't...
Well, then what's the point of making the market if I'm not going to use it?
You get XP, so your first vill shipment will come sooner because of it.
That still seems stupid, but okay.
It's probably... It works out probably about being even as compared to, like, not building it, but the 10 XP you get from building the market is going to help you get those 3 vills.
I need to find
Thing is, and
hook.
if you find a coin treasure, you're also going to be able to get the...
80 food.
So just keep getting out on the map.
Something
Go to
over
his
there.
side of the map, because you want to contest...
I can't even click on it. What is it?
It's a shit treasure. It's guarded by pirates, so who cares? Pirates have got tons of... Well,
Bonjour.
there's a coin treasure there. How much is in it?
How do you know it's a coin treasure? What
In your base.
What?
Little muskrat treasure. What? How much was it?
40.
Okay, so next vill to coin. Yep. 3 vills.
Yep.
Housed. 1 wood. The vill hunting. Yep. Nice.
Maçon. Oui, correct. Très bien.
60 wood, yeah, you can get that unless you're too busy doing something else.
Chasseur.
60 wood's a good treasure.
Bonjour. Je le
that
ferai.
way.
Très bien. Chasseur.
Shift click them onto the next get one.
Chasseur. Votre chasseur.
Just clicking is different.
Très bien.
I
Oui.
need it last, right?
Correct. Très bien.
Oh, there's 3 and shit.
Correct. Oui.
Yeah, I think you just targeted the half HP one.
No.
Oui.
Okay, good.
Oh, I forgot to send my fills. Ah, that's all falling apart. And I just herded them that way. Oh.
This is why you should have shift
Oui.
clicked.
Chasseur.
Dude, shift clicking is a foreign idea.
Well, do it. Right. Did you get hunting dogs?
No. I don't ever go to market, do I?
Oh, we spent your wood on a house? Did we not build a house? Okay, so something went wrong. Something went wrong somewhere.
Oui.
Where'd the treasure go? Oh.
That's his explorers, don't worry. They're really
He
weak.
stole the treasure, though.
Oh, did he? Rip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
Rude.
Votre ordre? Prêt. Oui. Votre ordre?
Okay, so we're going to go up.
I'm gonna die.
Cancel your vill and go up to the next stage. 400 wood. Nice. Right, switch everyone to wood.
Bonjour. Bûcheron.
I don't want to keep these herded here, though.
Bûcheron.
Okay, nice.
Correct.
These as well.
Chasseur.
Switch everyone to wood. And get your explorer to... There's wood nearer to them. Get the others... There was wood close on that side, because they're going to want to go back to
But that's really far away, though.
No, that's close. But,
like, it's far away from my base. What if I get attacked?
What, at this age? No, they're going to go straight back to food afterwards. You're only getting 200 wood for a trading post. And then they're going to go straight back to food again.
Okay.
So, once you get close to the 200 wood, start switching them back to food.
Votre ordre? Je le chasseur. Bonjour. Oui, correct.
Yeah, so they walk quite a distance, you see now?
Votre chasseur.
Yeah, I get it.
Très bien. Chasseur.
And I heard these ones, keep them nearby.
Yep. To get that trading post down.
Chasseur. Très bien.
Once they're underneath your town center, like, don't worry about it. That's where they should be, right?
But what if I shoot them the wrong way, though?
Well, shift click. Like, the vills up the top there. Right, let's queue them up. So, right-click on the food that they're gathering from now, then shift onto the next one, and then shift-click another one to shoot them in the right direction. Cool. Right, let's scout his base with your explorer.
My explorer's building the thingy.
With your scout, then, pardon me. I got it wrong. Right, let's also, we're going to need...
Oh my god, I keep doing the wrong order for shift clicking.
Oui, oui.
That's fine. I think that... Let's go back to your base and put maybe...
Oui. Ramasseur.
Like
Ramasseur. Votre oui. Ramasseur. Oui. Ramasseur.
Because I think we're going to do musketeers this time, because you've got basically loads of food.
Bon, très bien.
So I'm just one on wood, or?
Like, yeah, you want to get it up quick, like maybe 2 or 3. 2 is fine there. And as soon as you get the wood in, let's slam down a barracks with a couple of units.
That is on Z as well.
Maçon.
Capital. You're not going to make that till the Imperial Age anyway.
Yeah,
Oui.
Still want to. And I don't need to make... Oh, I need hunting dogs.
Yeah, you make 2 houses. You don't have the wood for hunting dogs. You need 2 houses.
It only costs 50 wood, though.
Yeah, but now you've got 150 wood, which is a bit awkward.
Votre bûcheron.
I'll just start chopping wood.
Okay, fine.
Isn't hunting dogs really good,
Well,
though?
send 700 woods. Don't bother chopping.
Bon chasseur.
Oh, I didn't even send the builds. Ugh. It's all going wrong. I beat him at feudal age. That's pretty good, though.
Feudal.
Chasseur. Oui.
Why are they killing that one? I thought I clicked them.
Bonjour. Chasseur. Chasseur.
There might have been a new guy that went that way. You know, like one from... Well played. Right,
Oui, très bien.
just shift click so they gather all the dead ones.
Chasseur.
Musket.
Votre
We're
ordre?
going to make 10
Bonjour.
muskets, and then we're going to go
Chasseur.
from
Chasseur.
stage.
Chasseur. Oui. Bonjour. Chasseur. Chasseur.
Let's get the
Chasseur.
4-ville shipment next. With the 700 wood, we'll get hunting dogs, steel traps, place some mines, and we'll build a trading post and some houses.
Très bien. Bonjour. Oui. Votre ordre? Très bien.
Keep take quite a few off. Put you only need like 3 on coin now because you've like remacroed, so it's good.
Votre ordre? Bonjour.
Not on wood.
Chasseur.
Straight
Oui,
to food.
chasseur.
Wood is bad. Don't gather wood.
Correct.
Nice. Let's get hunting dogs.
I've already got hunting dogs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Should I do these ones first or after?
Get steel traps first because you've got most of the villagers on food. And then let's get these 5 masks to find some shrines, because Japan builds shrines in that they're like houses that they place next to the hunts.
Okay.
So there's a red dot on close to your side. I think that's a shrine. Yeah, there. So they basically... Japan can't hunt. They're all vegetarians. Musks. Never mind, you were popped anyway. Let's get some... Right, we're now going to save to go up to the... Actually, you can probably get away with one more batch of musks. That one didn't train.
Bonjour.
So I need to find
Oui,
another hunt,
bonjour.
right?
Yeah, there's one a little bit far forward.
Oui, chasseur.
This one here?
Yeah, that one. Once you've killed the shrine, you can gather from it.
Do I need to like do something about defending it?
Probably not. Japan's not going to be doing much for the time being. And ideally, your military will deter him from going there. Right.
So I need to put more on gold so I can click up, right?
No, you need 700 coin to click up.
I'll send that now?
Yep. Cool. And then with the musketeers, sort of, I guess you can't stray too far from him.
Extra. Oh, I can't change these. Do I upgrade this at some point?
Yeah, actually not until you've got more on the route. I reckon just more houses. Yeah, one more of those. That seems reasonable. House. Yep.
Bûcheron. Prêt. Votre ordre? Oui, je le ferai bien. Prêt. À l'attaque. Oui.
You probably could train maybe 5 more musketeers just because you've got a lot of food.
Prêt. Correct. Je le fais. Chasseur. Votre ordre? Bûcheron.
Okay, so check your army. I think there's something going on. Right, just leave those things up.
Well, that's a bit overpowered.
Well, that's one of Japan's bonuses. They've got slightly more speed.
Oui.
And then they've got more HP and more damage and more siege attack and less hand attack.
They're much better. Yeah.
Can't I just go hand attack
Now
them?
walk towards your villages so that they can help you fight.
Votre ordre? Oui. Très bien.
And that should deter him. Let's gather that coin on the floor.
Oui.
The vills are all doing that. I still need more hunt though.
There's one in the south there, yeah. There'll be a group.
Chasseur. Oui. Prêt. Oui. Oui.
Do I stop this?
Yeah, you can sort of go up there and maybe shoot one and then try and
Do I
run away.
send something? Or wait for up?
No, because you're going to age up fast. You'll be there in 45 seconds. Let's get the age up in queue.
Which one?
Age up first.
Prêt. Votre ordre?
And
Très
then
bien. Oui.
shoot.
Oui.
Try to
À
turn
l'attaque.
around.
Chargez. Très bien. Oui. Oui. Très bien. Oui. Oui.
Builds.
Bonjour. Votre ordre? Correct.
there's no
Chasseur. Bonjour. Oui. Chasseur. Oui. Très bien.
Feels broken. Like why am I making muskets if his muskets are better than mine?
Because you were macro
Votre ordre? Oui.
to
Oui.
make musks.
Why
Anyway,
couldn't I have done horses though?
because horses are even worse against muskets.
Really?
Yeah, we want to go up to
Oh,
the
what the
Fortress
hell?
Age and get skirmishes.
Okay. So I can't like pre-queue
Oui. Correct. Oui.
the next
Très bien.
shipment, can I?
No.
Prêt. Je le ferai bien.
Oh,
Je le
okay,
ferai.
okay.
Correct.
And I lost my thingy.
Okay,
Je le
keep
ferai.
your musks
Chasseur.
nearby then, because he knows your vills are there probably. Let's
go.
go. Yeah, skirmishes seems good. Let's train skirmish. Let's remac near the southern hunt that you found in the corner.
Oui. Votre ordre? Oui. Je le ferai. Très bien.
This one?
Just put
Oui.
them all on gold.
Ramasseur. Votre
Every one of them.
ramasseur.
Did you get placer mines as well?
Yes.
That's plate.
No.
Yeah, and get great coats as well because that gives you villager HP.
Oui. Votre ordre?
Right.
He
Oui.
destroyed my 2 trading post thingies.
Well, what can you do?
Ouais,
At least they're
votre
buying you
ordre,
time.
très
They
bien.
probably got
Votre
enough
ordre?
value anyway.
I can
Don't
cry
be
because
don't
he
be
destroyed
too
my
far
stuff.
forward, or those muscles will get
Oui,
caught
je
out.
le
You want them to be
ferai.
right next
Oui,
to the
oui, je le
villagers so
ferai.
they can join in and fight.
So isn't this useful to have the different gather points for like skirms, so the skirms come out on the side instead of coming out the back?
Yeah, if you can keep track of all that stuff, then fine. So I'd just group your muskets with the skirms at this point, because the musks are not going to be that useful.
Oui. Bonjour.
But at least they've stopped them from coming after your villagers, I guess.
Okay.
Let's keep making skirmishes
Maçon.
once you've got more
Oui,
houses.
maçon.
Yep.
Votre ordre. Je le
And
ferai.
we'll ship some dragoons, I think. Right, now that you're macroed back to sort of even resources, let's get the...
Keep killing these things.
Très bien.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just worried about he's got units.
Dragoons?
Yeah, dragoon seems fine.
Prêt. Chargez.
Let's take tons of villagers off coin, because you're about to be... you've got food over there,
Oui.
yeah.
Chasseur. Votre ordre? Chasseur.
So let's keep those resource numbers even.
Votre ordre?
So you
Oui.
probably want a
Bonjour,
few more on
bûcheron.
coin, about 50-50 split.
Prêt. Ramasseur.
Oui. Votre ordre.
Because this is the only way to make food, right? So killing these are good.
He can... Well, he's got cherry orchards in his base, which are like... which he can gather from.
Bonjour. Prêt.
Votre oui.
I think you'll need a few more on wood. Maybe buy some wood from the market and build some
Très
houses.
bien. Chargez. Oui. Votre ordre. Oui.
Cool.
Bonjour. Maçon.
Yeah, keep training skirmishes.
Votre ordre. Je le ferai.
And maybe we're going to ship 1,000 wood
Votre
next.
ordre? Chasseur.
Right, let's sort of poke in with the... Oh,
Bûcheron.
right, whilst
Oui.
he's down this side, you
Votre
can
ordre.
poke
Je
into
le
his
ferai.
base.
Oui. Votre
So I'm gonna
ordre.
send the dragoon somewhere else.
No, they're not going to be...
Bonjour.
You could probably send some skirms back to deal with
Je
that.
le ferai.
Well, you've got skirms in queue, so they'll...
Votre ordre. Très bien. Oui, je le ferai.
If you're in his base, though, that could be awkward
Oui.
for him.
Oui. Bûche. Très bien.
Oui. Votre ordre. Très bien.
Right, attack move.
Oui.
Bonjour.
Très- Oui. Oui. Votre oui. Très bien.
You've got really long range, remember, so just abuse that.
Prêt. Je le ferai.
Those 5 skirms in your base can be dealing with those
Oui, très
ashes.
bien. Oui, je le ferai.
Yeah, you
Chargez.
do need to kite backwards in
Votre
both
oui.
locations,
Très
though.
bien. À l'attaque. Oui, je le ferai. Très bien. Prêt. Oui. À l'attaque. Oui.
It's going that way. That's fine. Let's get back to work.
Votre ordre. Je le ferai. Oui.
But the dragoons should stay far back behind everything. They're really valuable for taking out cavalry, but you don't want them to be taking damage.
Je
Yeah,
le
you've got
oui.
that. Probably just need them.
Très bien. Oui. Oui.
Let's leave.
À l'attaque. Oui, je le ferai.
Okay, I think just get out of his base in general. He's got more stuff than you.
Oui. Oui. Votre ordre. Je le ferai. Oui, je le ferai.
Would a forward barracks be useful?
Bonjour. Oui.
We're going to make a stable and train
Bonjour.
Truchets.
Maçon.
And maybe ship.
Très bien. Votre ordre. Chargez. Oui, très bien. Prêt. Chargez. Oui, je le ferai. Prêt. Oui.
17 idols.
Prêt. Oui.
Ah,
Bonjour. Chasseur.
Keep
Prêt.
the
Oui.
50-50 split
Chasseur.
for
Votre ordre? Oui.
Truchets as well.
Bonjour. Très bien.
Prêt. Oui. Très bien. Très bien. Oui. Votre ordre. Oui. Prêt. Très bien. Je le ferai. Très bien. Je le ferai. Oui. Très bien.
Cool. That explorer, let's see. Do some.
Votre
Let's
ordre.
bring
Oui.
him to your army because he's got like 400,
Correct,
600 HP, so he's like a bit of a tank.
Oops, I forgot.
Votre ordre. Oui. Très bien.
Your macro is like really off. Let's put everyone on
Ramasseur.
coin.
Votre ordre? Je le
I mean everyone on coin because you've still
Oui.
got tons of food.
Oui.
I don't even know where to go.
Bonjour.
Votre
You've
ordre.
got
Je
more
le
food
ferai.
villages
Oui.
down near that coin mine.
Votre ordre? Oui.
Prêt. Votre ordre. Chargé. Oui. Oui. Très bien. Je le ferai. Oui. Votre ordre. Oui.
It's the only advantage you have here is get keep the dragoons well away from everything. They do not need to be
Je
there.
le
for that.
ferai. Oui. Très bien. À
Doing some
l'attaque.
cuirassiers.
Je le ferai. Votre ordre.
Oui. Très bien.
And those falconets, are they on the way? No.
Now.
Cool. Let's get some houses.
Bon maçon. Oui. Bonjour.
Flaming arrows coming. Oh yeah, that's gonna be awkward.
Votre ordre. Très bien.
What does that mean?
Oui. Oui.
He's got some Japanese artillery on the way
How do you know that?
Ramasseur. Oui.
because Yokpasa said so in the chat, and it seems like that's a good call.
Bonjour.
And he's
Prêt.
training
Très bien.
mostly Ashes, which is probably a good way to protect.
Votre ordre? Maçon.
Votre ordre. Très bien. Très bien.
This seems like you've got.
Prêt.
He
Correct.
seems quite
Correct.
far
Très
ahead,
bien.
but that's because Japan's
très
sort
bien.
of hard to deal with unless you hit them really fast early on, which is hard to do when you're a beginner because it requires really good execution on an aggressive build.
So are cuirassiers better than the skirmishers?
It depends. They both do different things. The cuirassiers are good against Izumi
Votre
archers.
ordre. Je le ferai. Oui. Prêt. Votre ordre. Je le ferai bien. Je le ferai.
Prêt.
Votre ordre. Très bien.
Oh, there's so many different control groups.
Votre ordre? Oui. Bûcheron.
All of the groups.
I'm not used to having this
Oui,
much army in
votre ordre.
different
Oui, correct.
locations.
Oui. Je le ferai.
They're really bad against villages.
Je le ferai.
Really?
Yeah, they have half damage
What's the
versus
point of making them?
but they're good
Très
against
bien.
cavalry, and you've got tons of skirms, so you need
Oh,
them to
oui, je le
protect you
ferai.
if you make. Because remember, everything in AoE 3 hard counters everything,
Oui.
so
Je le
you need
ferai.
like to make sure you don't get caught out.
I'm gonna get there eventually.
Votre ordre. Je le ferai. Oui.
I just
Okay.
Très
bring
bien.
those goons
Oui,
home,
je le
they're really
ferai.
fun.
Très bien. Oui. Prêt. Oui.
Right
Prêt.
now.
Oui. Très bien. Très bien.
Lies.
Je le ferai.
Okay.
TC's idle. Rip. I got no bills on food, so I
You-
can't make
Chasseur.
bills.
Prêt. Bonjour.
Okay,
Correct.
you're gonna
Chasseur.
there is
Oui,
still hunt on the
votre
map, right? So just
Oui.
go after it.
Votre ordre.
This game is mostly about moving
Très
around
bien,
the map
votre
and
ordre.
protecting different
Je le
locations
ferai.
and stuff
Je le
like
ferai.
that.
Can I just kill them?
Yeah,
Très
we've
bien.
got to
Oui.
push at
Oui,
some
très
point
bien,
because
je le
actually
ferai.
maybe you're superior macro as an RTS player. We can just pull
Très
them through.
correct.
Let's take everything off coin and just
Prêt.
find
Oui.
hunts. What's that in your area? Okay,
Correct.
I can't kill that, right?
that's definitely an Ashy raid.
Oui. Très bien. Je le
Can you
ferai.
kill them?
No, they're going to be
Oui.
quite bad against them. Send some skirms back
Oui.
then.
Ouais, je le ferai. Oui. Je le ferai.
Run away!
Shit, just go on the berries. That'll be fine. They're not going to spread themselves. They're just going to.
Prêt. Cueilleur. Votre
Yeah.
cueilleur.
Why does your
Oui.
game not have intelligent villagers?
Well,
Très bien.
what can
Je
you
le
do?
ferai.
Oui. Je le ferai. Oui.
Oui.
That's he's kind of screwed. So if you separate those skirms in your base up, he's not going to be able to escape. This is like free for you.
Prêt. Correct. Oui. Oui.
Votre ordre.
Just shoot, shoot. Yep. Let's get the vills back to work. It's okay if he's shooting your vills because you're gaining
Oui.
like
Bonjour.
the military are not being shot at, which is good. Right, so there's hunts up near the pond, sort of in the middle of the
Très
map.
bien. Je le ferai. Votre ordre.
That's it. Good, good, good. Protect the towns. Perfect. Focus the towns on the infantry.
Oui. Oui. Votre ordre.
Okay,
Très bien.
let's free macro.
À l'attaque. Oui. Très bien. Oui.
Votre ordre. Cueilleur. Prêt. Maçon.
Votre ordre. Votre ordre. Très bien. Oui.
I
Très bien.
think we need to push in.
Oui. Très bien.
With my non-existent food
Oui.
family?
Correct. Chasseur. Votre ordre. Prêt.
Well,
Je le
there's
bûcheron.
food up the top near the pond.
That's so far away, though. He's
Yeah,
got
well, you're
things there already.
going to have to clear that out.
Bonjour.
Outpost. Fuck.
Yeah,
Maçon.
that's good. Outpost.
Oui. Votre. Oui. Oui. Très bien. Oui. Votre ordre.
Cool.
Je le ferai.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, this seems like
Très bien.
you're...
Oh, yeah. Having things
Votre ordre. Je le. Oui. À l'attaque. Oui. Votre ordre.
Well, you're not a second lieutenant yet. I think that's GG without the cannons, and he's got superior AO as well, and lots of stuff. Japan is kind of hard to deal with, I think, for a beginner, because they're really good in the medium to late game, but they're quite weak early on. So in a top level game, the thing you're going to be trying to do is like smash them early, like or with a timing, but it's hard to do if you can't execute a rush.
Okay.
Can this guy do better than Tato? Question mark.
You play really well. I don't know what I'm doing.
I hope I can help. This is my job, and I'm not doing it. Okay, let's rehost, but maybe with
Wait, I housed him quite hard. How?
killing the shrines.
That's his houses as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so like for his start, he has to go make a house shrine right next to a hunt.
Yep.
Is like his first thing he has to do, basically.
Yeah.
Because that gives him both food and housing.
Well, it's like if you click on the shrine, it shows you how many resources it's generating. So not very much, but...
Wait, why are they generating coin?
Because he's tasked them to coin.
You can choose what they gather?
Yeah, wood, food, coin. They don't gather very much, but you can...
So why does he have to make it next to a hunt then?
Because they only work next to hunts. I mean, those
These
ones
aren't next to hunts.
Yeah, so their gather rate is lower. So if you click on one that is next to a hunt, then it's a bit higher.
Oh, what? So
because they don't need to hunt food, they have to place shrines on the map in order to interact with the map a bit. Why is this upsetting you? You look like visibly distressed by this mechanic. It's like, I don't like. How does this? This doesn't make any kind of sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever. So, because no military units can target the deer or hunt.
No.
Okay, so I guess that kind of balances.
And once the hunts are on the shrine, your villagers can't get them until the shrine's dead either.
Right, I can't hunt them either.
No, not until the shrine's dead. But remember, like, they can't hunt, so they have to gather from berries and cherry orchards, which are much slower gather rate. So hunts are 0.83 food per second, and the berries are 0.5 per second, which really, really adds up. So Japan, like, those cherry... And plus, like, he only starts with, I think, 2 cherry orchards, sometimes 1, depends on if there's berries on the map or not. And if you look in his deck, when he runs out of cherry orchards, he then has no food. So if you check his deck...
Right, that's click on the food and then click on his picture.
Then he has 2 cherry orchards in his deck as well. As a shipment, it's on the far right. That one.
Oh, okay.
And at some point, he's going to have to slow down his build to ship cherry orchards, where you don't have to do that. So at some point, you gain a shipment over him as well. The thing is to really hurt them early, and we'll get to that. But I think first we need to figure out the age 1.
Okay, so those are the cannon things.
Yeah,
good against infantry and artillery. So it's not good against other buildings, though. So it doesn't actually really do siege.
Well, they do have siege, just not as much as like a falconet. But they have slightly longer range than falconets, so they're kind of dangerous.
Okay.
Alright, I think we should quit out and play someone else that isn't Japan, because I think it's just a tough civ to deal with early for you.
Okay. Because you need to send an age 2 orchard shipment instead of a fortress shipment. Ah, because that's when these run out. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
And how much food do these have? Like 10,000 to begin with? 5,000?
I think it's 5,000.
Okay, so like the same as a berry.
They have 2,000.
They're 2,000. Oh, that's still a crazy amount of food. What the hell?
Oh, they have 5,000. Yeah, it is 5,000.
Okay. So
we're looking for someone that's probably sergeant or master sergeant.
I'm only a private. What the hell?
But I think that's your rank.
Okay.
Well, you beat a corporal the other day.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Like that level, the corporal's level 12, I think, or level 11. That guy was.
Only get 1 orchard on New England. Do I want to keep playing New England?
Yeah, or we can try a different map. I'm just trying to think of maps that aren't terrible. Chrissy, do you have like
First Lieutenant? I guess that's a no.
No, he's a bit too good. Let's take a look through the maps. Keep going. Trying to think of a map that spawns reasonably well. Because we're not on ESOC patch, it's kind of frustrating. These maps are all a bit rubbish. Let's go with Siberia or Mongolia. They're okay.
Let's do Mongolia.
Okay.
Oh. Why can't I pick the ESOC ones? Oh,
they're
not
nice.
rated.
Yeah, you can. There's custom maps.
But I want to be rated though.
Okay.
So Mongolia. Okay, and what's this dude? Master Sergeant,
ideal.
level 17.
Ideal. Cool. Marco, thank you very much. Arakinea, you can piss off. Arakinea is an enormous map, and I don't particularly like it.
Okay. Hi. Poggers.
So he's probably going to be he might not want to play rated, we'll see. But maybe he will. But yeah, Russia is going to be... So let's go over Russia's bonuses for anyone that isn't familiar. Russia, the main thing is that they build their villages in blocks of 3. Okay, he's playing Portugal. So Portugal is quite similar to France, except they train ordinary villagers, not the Carrera de Bois. Every time Portugal go up to the next stage, they get a town centre wagon for free. So he's going to have 2 town centres in age 2. I'll shut up while Robo figures this out. And then those 2 can kill a hunt nearby.
I started with a building. Where's my explorer dude?
Press slash.
Oui, très bien.
And get that treasure in base, because on Mongolia that treasure is always a scout.
This one?
Yeah, don't crack shot it, just kill it. It's a monkey, it's really easy to kill. Right, let's get a villain queue. Let's take the vills off food and onto wood. Right.
I got 2 wood.
Yeah, onto the trees. Otherwise they're going to bumble. And then on Mongolia you start with an extra coin, just because that's like a part of Mongolia.
So I don't need to care about that then.
No, you do want it, because you're going to be making a market and you're going to be buying...
I got another... Okay, I got a horsey. Cool.
So that's just Mongolia, you start with that as well.
Get out.
Nice. So next it's going to be... That coin's gathered up. You put that villager on coin. Put both of those on coin. And then let's get hunting dogs.
65 coin, is that good?
Yeah, that's good, because you'll need that to buy wood with.
There's a lot of things here.
Yeah, they're really easy to kill. They're only those little monkeys.
I don't even need a... I don't need
you do need to micro it, though.
I do really?
Yeah, I would crack that one just because there's 4 of them. But you kill them so quickly. So you're getting the range shots in, that's nice. So when I mean micro, I mean like creep, so that they start running away. The idea is to like... your damage output is not the thing you're optimizing for. It's saving health is the thing you want to try and... Because you've just lost, like... You could have taken that out with basically not taking any damage at all, and now gathering more treasures is going to be tough, but it's okay.
Oh, I need a house.
It's fine. But once you get the wood, you're going to get that coin soon. You can buy wood. And you don't need a house because the vill's in queue, and you can send 3 villagers in order to pop, so that's fine. You only need to make it with 1. There's no hurry here.
I'm going to be housed.
Just send 3 vills. And it doesn't matter if you're housed, because the vill's still in production. Like, let's take them all off coin. And all on food now. You can get hunting dogs.
I've already got hunting dogs.
Oh, right. So
I did that forever ago.
We've overgathered like crazy on coin and wood.
I did that forever ago. I'm like, that's good, right? 85 wood, that's good.
Yeah, that's good, but you're probably too low health to get it now. So.
I'll send the other 2 things over to help me out.
Alright.
Oh, the trading post is really far away.
Yeah, Mongolia, they all spawn on the top. So that's good. Like, the fact that he's in the area, he's not going to get it now. Just your presence is sort of going to stop him.
Can I kill him if I scout
No,
things?
just leave it. Oh, he's really low health. Yeah, you can.
I'm on 15 bills already. I'm not looking out.
Don't queue anymore. And you'll be fine. Whoa.
What,
now you're on 13 vills.
Oh, that counts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, kill. Yeah, good. Focus him down. I think you're going to kill him before he can get the... Where's your explorer? Get him up there. Because if you can deny that trading post, it's going to be insane.
Why does it include pop that's not done yet?
Cancel 1. And then you can age up. Right, let's switch everyone over to wood, because you need a trading post of your own. Let's get the age up in queue. Right, let's hide your explorer from that scout, because it's really low HP, and you want to build a trading post of your own.
Don't I want to get this wood thing?
No, just build a trading post now. Switch more vills to wood.
Okay,
fine. Mongolia is really sparse, so you're just going to have to wait. That's probably fine.
He's already got a thing here. Is that blocking me? Oh, no, it's the other one. Not bad.
Hazard's raiding with a party of 34. Thank you very much, Hazard.
Poggers, thank you very much. I can't send anything to the next stage anyway.
So Hazard was playing in the Monociv Cup the other day. One of the finalists. Thank you for the raid. Right, let's get these. Actually, leave them on, because you need 125 wood for steel traps.
Isn't that what the shipment of
No, the 400 wood is for a military building, which costs 200, and 2 houses.
Okay.
So you'll need 125 extra no matter
So I
what
need
you
to put
do.
some vills on gold, right?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what civ was he?
Ramasseur.
Portugal.
Portugal.
So we're going to make cavalry, and we're going to try and raid him.
So 4's not enough. I need like 5 or 6, right?
That'll do. 5's fine. Yep. And then, because you're going to send 4 villagers, and they can go to food. Yeah, and when you hit up to the next stage, you should have enough health to take on that treasure, because you get an extra 100 health
From raging up.
from aging up. Now switch the vills off the wood and onto food.
Chasseur.
Actually, maybe a few more on coin. Yeah, you're right.
Bonjour, ramasseur.
Maybe a few more on coin.
You said a few more. How many is that?
Like, could be. You need to have even income. So we're making hussars, which cost roughly 50-50 split if you take into account the cost of the villager. So let's just crack shot that and shift click and gather it up. And then let's go home and build that stable. That's fine, yeah, like that. Those 4 vills that are going to be created, they can go to coin because you've got so much extra food that you're going to have to even it up by gathering more. You've got to keep those numbers the same. Let's get houses down so that you can actually queue your hussar as soon as it's built. And then the next shipment can be 700 wood.
He's already got a horseman. Oh, that's a scout.
This is scout. So let's get that hussar in queue.
700 wood.
We're just going to make 5 of these. We're now saving to age up.
Okay.
So
I
after
need,
this will be 700.
I need to find more hunts, right?
Yeah, Mongolia, like, the part of the map is like there's not very many hunts. They're all in the middle there. There's probably some in that black area just in front of you.
Really?
Yeah, I reckon, because they can't be anywhere else. But you've got berries. You can eat those yaks as well if you really have to. We're only going to make 5, and as soon as they rally them towards your opponent. So as soon as we're ready, we can just go and raid his vills. So Portugal get a town centre every time they age up, but they do not have any villager shipments. So that means that they're going to be quite far behind for a while because you can send 4 vills and 3 vills, so you're like 7 vills up already. And that town centre is not going to take effect, until, if you think, every 25 seconds he gets an extra vill. So for the early game, you're really strong.
Oh, there's a hunt. That's really far away as well.
That
one. I don't understand which one to go for.
The one in the bottom there is probably
the best.
Yeah, I reckon. Nice. This is really good. So he's got bad herding as well.
Poggers. I'm not the only one that sucks.
Okay,
so I need more vills and food, right?
Right, let's get an explorer down to build a trading post. Yeah, basically every vill and food now. I think let's send 700 food because you're just.
Well, what are you doing over there?
He's going to build a trading post. So normally you want to send 700 coin and then age up, but because you've collected mostly coin, let's actually send 700 food and then age up, which is far less efficient, but it's definitely better than sending. Getting up as soon as possible is ideal. So let's.
I've got so much wood as well.
That's fine. Let's get a couple of houses. You're going to need tons of houses in the Fortress Age when you start shipping units. So that's what the 700 wood's for. So you want to send military ships when you go.
Shift, and then I leave it.
Yeah, and you can get placer mines. And you can get great coats at the market as well.
So that's his new TC over there. Okay.
Yeah, but look, keep raiding villages and stuff.
Worth it to kill that?
Yeah,
just for XP?
Yeah, for sure. Right, let's keep looking for vills. You want to stay
He's already in the Fortress Age.
Yeah, he's just aged up.
I know that. That's
Okay,
what
so
I said. That's why I said he's in the next
let's
age.
look for his town centre that he's just aged up with then and see if we can siege that. So it's going to be in his base. Did he just age up just now, or has he been up for a while?
He just got up.
Okay, let's look for a foundation. That's even better.
Let's keep making bills?
Yeah. Did you send that 700 food? Is it on the floor?
It is.
Okay, let's get up to the next stage. And the berries are quite bad, so I think we should be gathering for one.
Walk all of them over this way?
Yep. So let's keep looking for vills in his base. Oh, there's the foundation. It's built by now, though.
It's a barracks.
Oh, it's the barracks, okay. Check those. Oh, you can see where the hunts are moving. Go straight there. Dragoons, run away. Just go home. Okay.
And what do I want to start making? Do I make more hussars?
You want to make a racks with that 200 wood left. And we're going to make skirms and goons when we get up to the next stage. The first shipment will be 8 dragoons. Sorry, 8 skirmishes.
It's so bloody bright. I can't see anything.
You can pause the game with turn bloom effect off if that.
No, it's okay. So I need builds on wood. No, I've got tons of houses.
Yeah, this is fine. This macro is fine. 50-50 split, and your resource piles are about the same.
And I don't want to fight these things. I want to run away.
You want to send 8 skirmishers, and you want to train skirmishers.
What the hell?
Yeah. And we're going to train some dragoons in that stable as well. Just stay at home. Those dragoons are just going to chase you all day long.
Well, it's fine then. If they're chasing me, they're not.
No, because just keep them at home, seriously.
Well, I think I could go raiding while they're attacking me, right?
Okay, but stay hidden.
Bonjour.
You want to be raiding at the same time as doing attack to keep his dragoons busy. So when you raid, you want to be attacking him with your main army so that his dragoons can't easily go off and defend.
Let's finish that off.
Yep.
I need more food, don't I?
Bonjour.
And less coin? Coin's fine?
Yeah, maybe a bit less coin. This macro is pretty good at the moment. Okay, let's send 1,000 wood. And then with that, we can buy 100 wood as well, just get 1 house, and then with that 1,000 wood, we'll build more houses.
Wait, say that again slowly?
So buy 100 wood, build a house, and then when the wood arrives, we'll build more houses. But right now, we've just gotten an 8 skirmisher shipment, so that's fine. Dragoons are really bad against villagers. So maybe you can snare him with the hussars, and okay, he's gotten away. So let's just attack him, because you've got, we're going to walk forward. Let's get that dragoon batch finished on time. So let's queue a skirmisher as well. Have I explained stagecoach? I don't think we're going to get stagecoach, because we're not going to be able to destroy Marco's TP. And we're just going to push and deal damage, because you've got quite a score lead at the moment, and that's because Portugal take a while to catch up because of their lack of villager shipments. So we need to hit them about this sort of timing to do as much damage as we can whilst we have this army. And with that explorer, I think the wood's on the floor now, but let's focus.
Do I just kill something?
Yeah, just attack him with that. Get the cav away from the goons. They can go and raid, like you said. That's fine too. Keep focusing his units there. Skirmishers on the dragoons.
Whoops.
It's okay. As long as something's queued, so one skirm and 1 dragoon is queued, we can finish the batches later. So it's just constantly training. Okay, back to the fight.
Oh, what are they doing?
That's fine. Skirmishers on.
He's got 2 CCs in like one spot.
Okay, keep your dragoons at the back, like behind the skirmishers. They don't want to be in the fight at all now because skirmishers are so good against dragoons. There's wood on the floor. We're going to need to gather that up so that you can build, and then we can build a bunch of houses. This is good. I think you're going to win. Right, when you're comfortable, make a trading post and get the stagecoach upgrade. Right, let's get some more batches queued. Target his dragoons with your skirmishers.
Should I want to kill these things first, though?
You want to keep your dragoons firing. Make sure that, like, you know how you told me to make your skirmishers in front of the archers? You want your skirmishers in front of the dragoons.
Oh, what are they doing?
Yeah, target his dragoons. Like, the unit counter system's so hard in this game. You know what I mean by hard. I mean, like, for the chat, though. In the sense that there are no soft counters. Everything hard counters at everything else. It's like rock, paper, scissors the whole time. Like a really extreme version of rock, paper, scissors. So dragoons, keep them away from just those 2. Yeah. Okay, let's keep top that dragoon batch up before it finishes. Okay, that's fine. You've got tons of wood for population. Back to the fight. Go the hussar with your dragoons. This is fine. That's good in the back. This is really good. Okay, so let's take a. I think those cows can be eaten now as well. Just leave a few on them. It's all good. Yeah, queue that up. And dragoon. Lovely. Perfect. Really good. Okay, let's get stagecoach upgrade at the trading post. Okay, so the dragoons can be searching for his villagers now, but he's pretty screwed, so you're at least a master sergeant. Mind you, Portugal, I think, is... I'm pleased he played Portugal.
Okay.
That was good. That was good. Like, honestly, you're like, because you're good at RTS, once you're up to the Fortress Age and like once we've got into the thick of the game, like everything is really ideal and you're doing things like more or less how they should be done. I mean, you probably need to hotkey the barracks and the stable and start using the unit creation buttons, because going back, finding the barracks, clicking on the barracks, clicking on the picture of the unit you want to make, and then going back to the fight.
I need to work out the hotkeys.
Yeah, especially when
the problem is, like, I don't feel like I'm macroing at all. Like, I'm not even looking at my economy except for when I notice there's the idle thing.
So when you're... Okay, well, that means you're doing it well.
Like...
So... Basically, you just want your food and coin piles to be even. So if you've got 600 food and 100 coin, that's bad, right? We need to shift tons of villages to coin to even that out, right? But basically, if your food and coin pile are even, and you've got an even number of villages gathering on each one, then that's ideal. Pretty much, for France with the units that you're making. Obviously, that's going to change. So...
Okay. So, Stagecoach, that's purely so that I can change to different resources, right?
Yeah, well, it's like upgrading your economy, because at the moment, XP is not all that valuable.
It doesn't change the amount you get, it just lets you choose.
But it makes, it doesn't change the amount, but it does increase the speed of the dude that walks around.
Okay.
So he gets faster. You are upgrading it for your opponent as well, like it's a global upgrade, but he's only got one on there.
And I've got 3. And
if that was closer to you, we probably would have killed it, but keeping the pressure on in his base was just better.
Well, in theory, like, my Explorer could just start to slowly kill it and then take it whenever it eventually dies, right?
Yeah, that's true. You could do that, but I would rather your Explorer, since he has 600 HP, and actually in the Fortress Age about 800 HP or something like that. He's like really 600. Okay, but that's basically a tank, so he can just sponge up damage, and that's gonna probably add more value if he's in the thick of it than up there, like building a trading post.
Okay.
If this was Great Plains and the trading posts were not very far away, then fine. If you wanted to kill it, you'd make like maybe 5 pikes and send them up there.
Yeah. Okay. So question, like, because he's got these 2 TCs right next to each other.
Yeah.
He probably should have built this other one somewhere more useful.
Well, because when they're close together, it's easier to defend. He can have 10 villages in one and 10 in another, and then like do tons of damage to you. But yeah, if you want a more map control, definitely get out on the map. But like a lot of the time,
you keep on telling me that, like, hunt is like the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
So like out here where there's lots of hunt, there's also this coin, and there's, I guess, wood for later.
Yeah, that would be good too.
Something like that. Because like he doesn't have any hunt over here left. There's nothing here, really. He's just got his yaks. I guess, are they hunt? Okay. The problem is he aged when I was nearby. Is like the 5 hussar really that dangerous versus the wagon?
Oh yeah, when he aged up and your cav were in the area, if you can find that TC and start sieging it, you do ×4 damage versus a building when it's in construction phase.
Okay.
So it's like insane damage. So you just want to find it. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, you can find the wagon and kill it, but that's unlikely.